Hello everyone, and welcome back to Goetia, point and click horror game by Square Enix. We are Abigail, the spirit orb you see floating before you. As we explore the Blackwood Manor 40 years after our death, trying to figure out exactly what happened to our father, mother, and sister Annie. And apparently Annie has taken after our father's studies into the Goetia and demonology, and has summoned a great many demons to possess our house. Now in the last episode, we were able to find the opposite sigil of Malphus, and were able to explore all this locked up blue area, starting off in the basement and finding the fields of stone. Now we're gonna head upstairs to explore the rest of Malphus's territory, and hopefully get some more leads on the other four demons: Foras, Nibiris, Boon, and Paimon. So let's get into it and see what we can find. So, which rooms should we start out in? Well, this door was locked or sealed up until now, so let's start here and go up from there. Ah, chessboard. There's dust everywhere now. And this was the other side of it. There's some sort of recess in the wall. I should be able to open it. There's a tube with a cylinder inside of it. Can I take the cylinder? Or is that going to be part of some puzzle as well? Ah, someone spilled their drink. Someone was apparently too small to achieve their goal. I left the same trace here. I need a tool to open the panel. Little handprints everywhere. A tobacco pipe. A decanter of whiskey. The liquor bar. And the billiards table. There are messages scattered all over the manor. It's all quite peculiar. My dearest son, I'm saddened to have fallen so low in your esteem. Your little plot is not a hard one to notice. The notes you stole are important and true, but I don't need them anymore. I suppose you hid them in your flat in the village, or that you gave them to that Stanford girl. May they teach you something. I'll have the opportunity to talk about your misdeeds. You can be sure of it. I'm sure I'll find some answer in Oak Marsh Village. It's not far from the manor. Oak Marsh is now accessible. Its location is west of the manor. It's possible to come back to the manor at any time by simply going there, or clicking on the map. photograph that's seen better days. I can't make anything out. I would love to have a billiards table again. Mother and father entertained their guests around this billiard table. I wasn't invited, of course, but my room is located just beyond this wall. I spent hours listening to them. So Paimon is in my room? How rude. You don't say. Father might have had some peculiar tastes in decoration, but he wouldn't have been. But he wouldn't keep decapitated statues. Yeah, it's a little specific. The screwdriver is in good condition. A tool like this is always useful to keep around. I remember a wardrobe, but this looks more like a confessional. Did someone put it here while waiting to replace it? Annie. Just like in my memories. Where are you hiding? And that's 4S. There's a note hidden in the frame. In remembrance of our discoveries and of hard-working, sleepless nights, this forest will miss you, Anton. Anton, that name doesn't ring a bell, but he might have some answers for me. The woods are beyond the manor. I should follow this lead. Eldwich Forest is now available. Its location is east of the manor. Where could these plants have come from? The greenhouse? But it's 2 floors above here. I've read most of these novels, but I don't remember them. I don't like these patterns. Oh, there's another sigil here. Can't quite make it out. But it doesn't look like Paimon or 4S. Is that Boone? No, this is what Boones look like. And that's Nibiris. Empty, of course. Ah, a photograph. Or what's left of it, at least. I really like this. I can make out a farm. Or is that a cottage? So I can possess that for later. And he talks about someone called Anton and the forest in the eastern part of the estate. Was he living there as a recluse? I don't recall anything being there. No house, not even a hut. What is his connection to Annie? If she's left the manor, maybe he'll know where she's hiding. I don't really know any way around the forest, but I must explore. The Forgotten Village. In the note I found on the pool table, Annie wrote to Alexander, her second son. She mentions secret research and a third party, Stanford. It all leads to Oakmarsh. I should be able to investigate without much difficulty. A realm of stone. I didn't know Blackwood Manor had an archive room. It's a fascinating place, smaller than the Manor's library, but its depth and the sheer amount of information it holds are almost intimidating. That said, I have no new leads unless I miss something important. Alright, so I'm gonna possess this photograph, it seems. And this would be the last room we should be able to explore as far as Malthus's territory is concerned. And this looks like a dark room of sorts. Notes written in a hurry. Eureka! Things to try. Is the photographer the only one who can cast a spell? Is the soul bound? What protection for the photographer's landscape? What projection for the photographed landscape? Copied memory, own experience, existence? Additional questions. What is the link with the human branch of the Goetia? The human branch of the Goetia. If one can enter and leave a photograph, is the same true of an object? What about soul projection, returning to one's body? Need to study this with Mother. Is the photograph a gateway to an existing place? Does the spell create a new place? Need a test with a montage. If a new, autonomous, immutable universe is created, the implications are imaginable. So is this all the human branch of the Goetia? In the last episode, we found a sigil with Abigail's name on it. And returning to one's own body, as if they were trying to raise me from the dead using demonology. In and out of a picture, an autonomous and unalterable universe. I was expecting a guide on developing photos, but this doesn't make any sense. I don't like this. This room might have a few more secrets to learn, but I'd rather not stay here any longer than I have to. This box holds nothing interesting. Some landscapes, buildings, ruins, not a single face. A few vials, some clothes, and clean linens. These all seem quite harmless, at least. I can sense something in this photo. As if it were possible to see further. Maybe I can focus some more. Someone slept here recently. If only I could find a living person. Although, I'm not sure if this is the one I'd like to meet. Oh! So I can enter this photo. So, let's see. I can head out to Eldritch Forest, Oak Marsh, the Silver Labyrinth. I imagine this is what the Silver Labyrinth is the photo. Let's go in and see what it's about. What on earth is happening? I don't see any colors anymore. It's all black and white, like a photograph. Doesn't make any sense. I need to get out. Gabriel's Folly. If I remember correctly, red light is used to develop pictures. The room was refitted for this purpose by one of Annie's sons, who lived and worked there. It's a very quiet place, as if it were bathed in love and admiration. I'm sure I can learn a few things from this place. My ghostly condition, the manor with all its demons, and now this. I've been pulled into a photograph that I was trying to possess. Is this commonplace in the Sierra, or some new folly devised by the Blackwoods? I should be able to get out of here easily, but first, I should look for potential clues. So I imagine that's the exit. Nothing on the first screen here. I remember the college from the photograph. How strange. It seems I can enter it, even though the picture doesn't show the inside. And I can enter pictures within pictures. Some pages have been torn away. Gabriel Hodgkins, 2nd of February, 1940. Mother's work inspired me to undertake an insane project which had obsessed me day and night. Today, at long last, I decided to begin. I've already gathered all the materials I'll need and took all the necessary precautions. I was afraid of how Mother would react when she found out, but her support has been unfailing as always. According to her, my work and her research could benefit from each other, and I agree. I can't wait. A few years ago, I would have laughed at myself. Today, however, even if it seems mad, I know that some sort of immortality can be reached or achieved. It is possible as long as one can project one's soul into an artifact, be it natural or artificial. That being said, I would not recommend using a natural artifact. The scant information we could gather suggests that the risk is too great. The results so far are unconvincing, but each day proves to us that Anton and Mother are not far from their goal. As for me, I'm thinking of a somewhat different way to temporarily project a soul in an object, something that would enable me to access its history from its creation to its daily use. I'll start with a familiar object I already know every detail of. I don't want to risk anything. As such, I'm thinking of an object created by my own hand that offers an infinite number of possibilities. A photograph. Of course, I can't possibly know the chemical and physical conditions of a photograph, but I am very familiar with the technique from the framing to the shooting and the developing. Photographing a well-known place should limit the chances of getting lost. It would be a shame not to be able to find my way out of the object. So he was looking to enter a photo as if possessing it as a living being, enter it as I have, and explore the infinite possibilities that this seemingly new dimension would offer. There's a lot going on in this story, and I am loving everything about it as I continue on. There's a drawing of a strange creature on the box, half fish and half horse. A kilpie? So we have 3 photos we can go into. Let's enter the wood. I like this round rock. Would that I could lie on it for a while. I can see a grain on the walls of this lumberjack's cabin, like the grain of a photograph, but it looks more like wood grain to me. A set of wood saws. I won't be needing those. These bags are full of sand. No hidden treasure. Some crates and gardening tools. Nothing particularly useful. This box seems familiar. I wouldn't get too close to this workbench. It looks very unstable. This hammer reminds me of the kind used with a chisel to cut stone. A pair of glasses, a vital accessory for any scholar. Okay. Is that all? Oh, I can possess it. Oh, okay. Oh. I see. So that horse box, if I go back here and over to this, I now have the hammer here. Oh, that is cool. Okay. First of all, it is advisable to delve as deep as possible into the artifact, the subject. One should go pace by pace from oneself to the subject, cautiously, as if it were a flight of stairs. Request, approach, request, approach, invitation, possession. The idea seems straightforward, but the first 2 steps always leave me in a persistent semi-conscious state for a few minutes after the attempt. And breaking the frail connection between the projection and myself is not recommended. To maintain this connection, one can use rituals. The most formidable ordeal is the invitation. More precisely, the exact moment the object accepts my projection and opens the door leading into itself. I gradually lose consciousness of myself. and a new world opens. However, the short moment when both universes coexist is a painful and distressing one. Finally, the possession is a decisive step. A sigil drawn on both hands can strengthen the connection of sigil area. Okay, so that's how Gabriel was able to do it as a human. Request, approach, invitation, and finally possession, whereas I can just jump right in since I don't have a body. So I think this is the way back. A young king that I don't know. Oh, England? They look like bullets grandfather used when hunting, but they're a bit more cumbersome. Ammunition and a few pictures and letters. My dear parents, we've been left here without orders. Dear parents, we've been left here without orders for almost a month. There isn't a living soul in St. Margaret. Those who survived the bombings fled the area. Nevertheless, there's still been no word from either Winnie or Pooh for several weeks now. Each hour we spend watching the guns that resonate in vain is at once both reassuring and frightening. The weight and the uncertainty are wearing us out. Despite the bloodshed, we're glad to be able to respond in kind on this side of the sea. Still, I won't complain. For what it's worth, in this uneasy silence that hangs over us now, I can enjoy the sheets of music of the words I wrote for you now. That said, the monotony of the past few days was disrupted a little. A photographer came to visit our bunker. He arrived in a Daimler? In a Daimler armored car, and was accompanied by 2 officers. He was rather strange, and none of us were sure of what he was there for. He set up his bulky equipment to take a few pictures, but made sure to keep us from appearing in them. I always thought in times of war, portraits of valiant soldiers were common, but he was only interested in the building. Despite its blank black walls, he didn't stay very long. I miss Lizzie's letters. How is she? I hope she's well, and that she's not affected too much by these events. As much as circumstances allow, she's so young. Tell her she's a true friend. The latest news of Martin's posting last week. He left the bunker for... Seems he got interrupted. I never delivered the letter. These tools remind me of the weapon diagram in the library, but these are much more sophisticated. Oh wow, there's a lot here to explore. We got 2 more photos. There's so much here. Mother used to put her favorite novels here. La Nocturne. Some sheet music brought from France. Fortunately, it's been translated by Annie, I suppose. have no idea how to play the piano. I'll leave that for now, and I'll probably look it up later. A postcard. The label only says developer. A vehicle destroyed by fire in the middle of nowhere. We're in a postcard. So what am I supposed to do with this photo developer? I'll probably have to come back. With love, A. A photograph of some ruins. Just a picture. The trail leads here, as it search for a way to enter. It's those same birds. And now the birds aren't here. Oh, there they are. Can I give you this developer to deliver to the next photo? So let's leave that for now and head back a bit. I can't see anything. I think I need a developer for that. No, what I need are the glasses. See? So first this switch, then the wheel, then the lever, then the other switch. That's clever. I like that. Now where are we? Another note. Maybe this will tell me about where this assembly of photographs came from. I'm feeling my way through, but so many questions hanging over me. When I possess a picture, what do I see? Is it the projection of my memory, or the real state of the scene in this instant? If I create and then possess a montage, is the scenery invented by the arrangement, or would I be right in saying that a link, a doorway, to an alternate version of the picture is created? What happens to my reality when I possess a picture? How does my body react? Does it move? Do I keep going about my business? What becomes of me? I'll ask Mother to attend one of these rituals so that she can help me shine some light on this last mystery. The birds again. They seem to be a constant in most of these photos. Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. Let's go into this cave. This photograph is troubling, and it looks inactive, if I say so. Oh. So in order to get into here, I need to find another painting. That's so cool. There's so many layers to this. Ah. But that was it, right? So that's where the stone was, in front of that cross. So I had to move that one. Oh. Everything's right side up now. Does that change anything? It doesn't seem to change anything. There's something hidden behind these railings. A photograph? Can I flip this picture or no? No, so I can only turn this one upside down using the hammer. Oh no, I can just turn it anyway. So then what do I need this hammer for? I found a pair of spectacles on the woodcutter's bench. Oddly enough, they're very clean, as if they don't belong to this place, or rather, they've been put here. The back of the cottage is blurry. I can make out a few elements that seem interesting. Every detail of this picture intrigues me. It has been carefully framed, but it's set on the floor of a cave. And the most curious thing is that it won't speak to me. This is the first picture that doesn't take me anywhere. Not sure if the camera angle is wrong, but the picture is placed upside down and lost my bearings. I should turn it. I get the impression that the two pictures on the wall of the sentry box are part of a set, in which case one is still missing. I can enter each picture. I cannot pass from one to the other. Perhaps I'll be able to do so if I find the missing picture. I remember watching stone carvers in the village. They used such a hammer and chisel. Could have one been used to carve stone in the cabin. The picture I found in the bedroom was incomplete, and I cannot access its missing parts. Photograph within a photograph. This place has no end. It's a variable labyrinth, as if the creator Gabriel did everything he could to confound visitors and hide something important. This only intrigues me more. There's one thing I'm certain of, though. I cannot possess an object in a photograph and then go out of a picture and into another one. Each picture has its own universe, but I will need to carry an object from one place to another, so I need a solution. Okay. So let's turn it the right way. So I think I'm gonna have to look this up, because I have no idea how to play the piano. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I recognize this piano. Will I be able to touch a few keys? I don't have to play this whole song, do I? Okay. Let's see something here. Let me write this down quick. Wait, no, that's not right. Is that right? No, that's not right. Alright, let's try this puzzle again. So... no, that's still not working. I may have to look up a different way to do this. Come on. Let me see. Right, so that's where it says 2CBB. Now knock that the right way. 1 DAF sharp. So the answer to what I should be playing is DAF CBB. But which C? I have no idea what the keys are. I don't play piano. Let me find another walkthrough. Okay. Let's try it this way. There we go. I had to go to 3 different guys before someone just laid it out right in putting it this sequence, not just press the keys. because I am not musically inclined. Picture of a landscape, carefully placed into its cupboard. Alright, now cairns are usually erected in honor of the dead. If I build one for myself, will I be able to rest in peace? I feel strangely attracted to the scene ever since I poured a liquid on the photograph. Now I can enter it. The frailty of existence in a single metaphor. Castle Sinclair, Grinegal, in northern Scotland. It looks the same as in the photo ventures. My nephew seems to have traveled here quite often. This pillar looks out of place. Okay, now we're back here. This isn't quite Blackwood. I'm sure I'll find something helpful in the manor's past. The box is empty, or rather, it was when the photograph was taken. Is it still in the manor? Oh, and I'm back here. A series of occult annotations. Navirus. Curious, inattentive, discreet, passionate, and calm. Dismissal, banishment. Navirus, this symbol doesn't look like the demon's sigil. Banishing? This must be its opposite sigil. I should be able to enter the manor's tower now. Ooh. Navirus' opposite sigil has been revealed. Every room once blocked by his presence is now accessible. Oh, that's cool. Back to the start. I keep ending up at the beginning of the labyrinth. Not the most pleasant surprise. I must be missing a clue somewhere. My nephew, it still feels strange to say, was indeed conducting research on the Goetia together with Annie, and his maze led me to a part of his labors. If this sigil I suspect, it's Navira's opposite sigil. I should be able to reach the upper floors without hindrance. It seems there's still a few things in there I can do. I moved a pillar at the edited photograph in the cave, and here it is exactly where I left it. This magic is incredible. The possibilities are endless. Create fantastic sceneries, parallel worlds to wander into, draw oceans over our heads, resurrect ancient creatures. There's no limit. Gabriel has been way too shy in his execution of his work. So, completed all those. There's still Stuper's Dream, this side mission. But I think we'll leave everything else for the next episode, because we have a lot of Navirus' territory. We still have Eldritch Forest, Eldwitch Forest, and Oak Marsh. So we'll leave it there. I will see you guys next time.